3 weeks through football season, on week 4. Got Tony Langford back with us today.
What's going on, Mark?
Welcome back, Tony.
What's going on, guys?
I don't know if it's Tony Langford roofing anymore or the Tony Langford experience.
It's both. It's both.
Hey, guys, I am having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Man, let me tell y'all a funny comment I saw. And I saw it was later deleted, and I have no idea who said it. But they were like, this is like Tony's trying to be the kid who was a rapper in high school.
Well, to be honest with you, that page is it's going to be in the future for raising money for a lot of the causes that I do. And it's a lot easier to get people to follow our funny page than it is a business page or a page like that. So as it grows, I'm going to use it to build.
You mean that nobody care about roofing?
Not particularly. and that's what it's for. We're trying to do a lot of big things, and we have a lot of people. I run into a lot of bad situations, and that's what that page is designed to do.
I think it's pretty much designed for you to make videos of yourself.
Well, that too. Well, that's part of it. That's part of it.
All right, I told you I was going to bring y'all a random fact. Last week it was Life on Mars. I forgot about it until I was driving here. So the random fact I know to be a fact, Alaska has more shoreline than the rest of the United States combined, which is kind of hard to believe. But it's true.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Also, there are, well, I don't know if this is a fact, so never mind. I was about to make something up. But I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of, outside of Anchorage and like Homer, I'm pretty sure there's more bears than people.
I wouldn't argue that.
So,
Wouldn't argue that at all.
but I'm probably wrong.
I ain't getting deep this
Kind of made that up in my head, but I think
Okay.
it's if anything's true, that's probably true.
We have a bunch of fact checkers,
Yeah, and another fact is Billy Lavender is to blame for Texas High's game Friday
been
night.
told that several
there
times.
have been several polls. I was in Home Depot the other day, and randomly somebody yells, "It's Billy Lavender's fault," and then from across the way, somebody's like, "Billy sucks," and I'm just standing there like I don't know who any of these people are, but I was just hit him with the "yeah, you're right."
No.
Hey, I sent Billy a message. I said, "You're at fault, bro.
I mean,
you are the fault."
I got numerous messages like that. Some of them during the game, and it was a tough one. They didn't play very well for sure.
Why was it Billy's fault, though?
I mean, Billy's not supposed to miss games. First off, I don't know how you even talk someone
I know.
into getting married around a football schedule.
I know.
It's like
Okay.
scheduling.
That's basically what happened.
Here's the thing: she didn't have to talk me into getting married. I had to talk her into getting married, and I just had to.
I mean,
You got to take one for the team.
Listen, you can tell it was this
I didn't do it
wedding was based around football.
I don't really know.
Like football times. I mean,
absolutely.
I'm a Razorback away game. Like you ain't going to be wanting to go watch these Razorbacks in a month.
Yeah, I am.
You're going to go to the Notre Dame game, and then after that, you're going to be, I'm just so embarrassed.
I bet.
I
You
ain't going to be calling the Hogs when you go through the tunnel. Is my point.
I like this because the last time you called me out on Facebook about Arkansas, Texas, you know what happened.
I mean, listen, y'all. I don't know if y'all have a winnable game the rest of the way. And for your boy to be talking about, this is the biggest team we've had. This is the fastest team we had. We got the cheat code, Taylor Green. Future Heisman.
Who's my boy?
I just Pittman.
Oh.
I heard you advocated to get him hired. You were at the Razorback. What is it? The Razorback Foundation football thing in Little Rock Football Club.
No,
he came out to eat at the restaurant over here on whatever road that is.
I met him at the airport like a.
Yeah, this dude shut it. Yeah, you did go to the airport. Oh, Pittman's gonna land out there.
That
Let me
was
go out
not
there.
Pittman. That was Chad Morris that I met
was
out
it?
there. Yeah.
I like Chad, man. Y'all give Chad. If y'all gave him.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
First off, Pittman won with Chad's players. Let's start that. He didn't even get his year one recruits as upperclassmen. Y'all gave up way too early.
I don't remember Arkansas being at the top of our list to talk about.
I'm just saying. You're here.
Yeah,
Both your teams took an L.
that's true.
You're 100% to blame for one of them.
But my Cowboys didn't.
You can't be a Cowboys fan. Yeah, I've never heard you say you're a Cowboys fan.
I've been a
I'm not
Cowboys
letting
fan
you
my
jump on
whole
the
life.
bandwagon now. Hold on. You're a Razorback and a Cowboys
Yeah,
fan.
imagine. Here I am. I mean, look at me. I look beat up, and I mean, that's. Just imagine. Good thing I'm a Texas High fan.
Billy, congrats on getting married. by
Thank
the
you,
way.
Tony. I appreciate
I
you.
don't know everybody
I
would
think
want
that's
to,
what
but-
Morgan's trying to say by all this, but it's just he's just
You know,
going
if I
in a
like
different
somebody,
way.
I have to give them a hard time.
No
That's
doubt.
kind of what I do.
You must like me.
Buddy
a lot.
ain't saying Buddy ain't saying a lot because he's jealous. He's jealous he didn't get married.
No.
No, he said no.
All I know is there's a bunch of kids running around Maud that are
Redheaded.
redheaded.
Oh, don't even cut. I'm not from Maud, not around there. I don't hang out there.
Just saying. I
Yeah.
went to DeLauder's a month ago, and I came back here saying there's a lot of redheaded people in Maud.
I don't think there'd be that much people interested in them. So anyway,
That's bad, man.
Anyway, explain your Razorbacks.
It's hard to explain my Razorbacks. They Arkansas. They kept it close and had a chance to win at the end and fumbled. Just about like you would script it if you were a Razorback fan. But I mean, the thing is, and like I tell people, is I'm going to go to all the games or go to at least all the home games. I want them to be competitive. They've got a team that can be competitive. So, I mean, we're going to be playing top 20 teams, all the time. And
they got some defensive issues, don't they?
oh, yeah, it's like a sieve. I mean, it was bad.
Offense looks pretty decent.
I mean, that's we haven't played anybody. Our running game's not very good. I mean, our running game is our quarterback, and that's not a deal. So, but he's pretty special, and I mean, a lot of teams would like to have him for sure. A lot of teams would like to have any
Jennifer
of our quarterbacks in Texarkana.
Sorry, Jennifer scheduled our wedding on Texas OU Day. But
See?
keep in mind, we got married at night. That was morning time.
So you didn't watch it. You
Well, I watched it.
okay.
First off, hey, we got married for like $1,500, and I'm not lying. Like that was the total budget. My mom made finger foods. Like,
That's like
Let's not
triple
talk
my
about
budget.
that.
That's like triple my.
So Billy, y'all spent what, $2
Let's
grand?
not talk about it.
oh man,
Let's
Bill,
just-
hey,
let's not talk about it.
Billy ain't going on another vacation for a while after that wedding.
I'm feeling your pain in January.
Oh, I know you are.
By the way, the prime rib was fantastic.
Pretty good?
Billy. I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah,
for us.
they
Did not give me seconds though.
They didn't give you
They
seconds.
didn't give me seconds, man. They were like, "Hey, we got to be sure we have
They
enough
coulda
for
given you more.
everybody." And I was like, I was damn near the last person to go through the line. Billy put the sports people very last. That's how you know you barely got invited. There were 13 tables, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go in and order by table," and you like watching it go around. And first off, we were behind him anyway, so we was like, man.
Well, y'all-
me and Chase Brewster barely got invited. That's what I realized.
Y'all were right on the cut list, and,
Yeah.
and Madison said, "No, we need more game day gear." So I was like, "Okay."
Well, I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
but just saying, you found out where you were at. The levels
You're
of
behind the
things.
pillars. You can.
Jerry was like on table 2 or something. I'm like, dang, man, I hope they have food when I come up there. But anyway, love your drink, Tony.
Well,
Yeah,
you're the
that's-
one that picked it up.
Is
and
it any good?
Is that Texas orange?
Actually, didn't you say this? You got this for your daughter.
Oh.
You brought it.
Well, my daughter made me mad this morning. I was like, she's always late with her mom. I cannot be late. Like something in my DNA. If I'm a minute late, like
Well,
I can't do it. Hey, we're leaving the house at 6:35.
She'll never be late again now that,
this is
that
the
Tony's
problem.
drinking her drink.
Yeah,
I had actually pulled out of the driveway to leave.
So
She
is
just happened to come out.
Is
as
she
I was
gonna be
leaving.
pissed at you, or now she's watching the show on the way to school and she's gonna be pissed at Tony?
Well, the problem is, I thought it'd be good because it's pink, but it's really not very.
Is there some fruit in there? Or
Yeah, it
something?
looks like a.
I didn't know
it's a
what that was in
strawberry.
there. I thought you got mad at your daughter and
yeah.
put something in there.
Well, I got a free drink that I don't care for, but at least it's free. You can't
Yeah.
complain.
Well, we have recap. Pleasant Grove beat Dangerfield on a Thursday night last week. Had a player have a devastating injury. I mean, like one of the ones you have to look away every time you look.
PG or Dangerfield?
PG, an ankle injury.
Ah.
Let's see. Liberty Island went down to Carthage. Man, I almost came in here and talked mess to y'all. Redwater, y'all talked all this mess, or Donnie or somebody did about Pewitt. Gonna blow him out. It was that dude right there. And
I didn't say that.
yes, you did.
Maybe I did, but
And Redwater almost. I don't know what happened. Almost had it.
they had to leave.
They had it 16-0 at half or something.
Yeah, something. They had a decent lead and gave it up.
Well, next 4 years of Redwater-Hooks. Be ready, buddy. This may be your last year for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break after this year for a little bit.
That's what I noticed about Buddy. When his team isn't doing great, he magically gets sick. Oh, I gotta work. It just, I'm kind of surprised he showed up.
I
Things
showed up
come
with my
up.
Hogs and Tigers.
He gets busy.
Got beat.
No, who? What?
My Hogs and Tigers. I
Oh
said.
yeah.
But Billy still shows up. It's 50-50.
He didn't show up last week. He
50-50.
scheduled a wedding just so he couldn't
It's
be here.
50-50 at best if you're showing up if your team loses.
Oh,
And don't let
that
them
is-
lose
that
2 in
is
a row.
terrible.
They lose 2 in a row, we don't ever see you.
That has never
He
happened.
talks a lot of smack to be a Hogs fan too, on Facebook especially.
You're a Hogs fan?
I'm-
That's tough.
No.
Who are?
Search my Facebook. There's never been anything where I've said it. Go
I
Hogs.
just assumed who.
I know you just. And then somebody.
He said, "I know."
Somebody called me last week and said, "Oh, I figured it out. Buddy's an OU fan."
Oh my God.
And I was like, I don't even know where that came from.
Much worse.
Yeah. So
OU
I
does
just
suck.
like all the teams.
What time is it? 7:10.
Longview played South Oak Cliff, which I'm going to be honest with y'all, I was not expecting that game to be close. I took a
That was
20.
a very
they,
good game.
I'm going to say should have. They could have won that game. They had the ball at the end, ended up losing 2017. Man, Longview's just one of those teams that, I don't know if anybody can blow Longview out. They are just going to come play good football.
And they get better every week too.
And man, I'm hoping, Coach King, his from what I understand, he's gotten a lot better. So we may see him on the sideline soon, and we weren't expecting this year. So
That's awesome. They go to Ruston this week.
they
right?
go to Ruston, who beat them last year. I remember I asked Frank, because in my head I was like, man, when was the last time Longview lost 2 games in a row, thinking it was going to be forever ago? And he's like, last season? Lost South Oak Cliff and Ruston back-to-back weeks.
Before that was 2000, I believe.
Yeah,
so
so-
it had been a while.
Outside of South Oak Cliff, every team they played last year they lost to won a state championship. So
It's pretty salty.
that's crazy. But who else? Atlanta beat New Boston handedly.
Well, it was close at half, and then I wouldn't say handedly, but
What was the final score?
33-7. So it was
You have to explain yourself.
so at halftime of the game, I think it was like
So
7
like
to
somebody
6.
was doing something. and
No,
somebody
I'm
was-
not. No.
wasn't
So
saying
so don't take this as I'm not knocking New Boston, and I'm not giving a slight towards Atlanta.
Here comes a slide.
It was slow. It was a close game, and then Atlanta. Some things happened. Atlanta scored, and and then how football goes, and just kind of snowballs a little bit. Not taking nothing away from Atlanta. They're putting things together and getting better every week.
You're
New
just a
Boston.
hater on anybody Hooks has to play.
Everybody, yeah.
I want you to cut that, Donovan, and next year, I want you to set a reminder on your phone to pull that clip right there.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next
Save
year.
that
I
clip.
can't remember next week.
He probably ain't gonna be around next year to be on it. He ain't gonna want to be on here no more.
No. This is my last year.
He won't like football either. Huh?
He'll be like, man, when's basketball start? Jennifer's asking where my dog is. Where is my dog? Laying down on the front door? Yeah. All right.
Waiting on her.
Man, Texas High Fayetteville, great game last year. I wasn't able to attend. I just can't get down driving 4.5 hours to a game.
It was tough, but it was damn sure worth it.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
God, what a game!
Sometimes you don't go to games and you wish you were there.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if
Actually
knowing what I
watched
know now, I would have just went to the South Oak Cliff game last year. Knowing what I know now, I would have went to the Fayetteville game last year.
It was great weather. It was great environment. I mean, they really they packed out that stadium and had a bunch of standing room. I mean, it was fun, and it was just it's just a knockdown, drag out fight.
Was that didn't they have that restaurant that you were just raving about? Oh, where did y'all eat?
Hugo's.
I don't know.
Hugo's. Hell
the
yeah.
pizza place?
That's it's in the square downtown and underground.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He was advertising for him.
I'm sorry.
Heavily.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I remember that.
I got a free meal before the game. I'm
Right.
sorry. I should have done that.
I remember getting on game day last year, and they were losing by a decent amount, and then turning back, and they were winning. I didn't even know what happened.
Oh man, it was, and just things happened early on that we missed some receivers or we turned it over, did some things, and then it was just two teams going head to head the rest of the way. I thought Texas High was the better team last year. I don't know. I mean, if we play like we played last week, and I think we're pretty banged up this week, so I don't know who all's playing and who's not. But it could be – this one could be a tough one for sure. And Fayetteville's – I think Fayetteville's better this year.
Did they win the state last year in Arkansas?
I don't think so.
All right, let's move it on. PG versus Kilgore, 7 p.m. kickoff?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. kickoff. It'll be on game day. Billy will be back on the call with Jeremy Harrell, and they both committed to no wrestling comments.
No, not when I'm there. Not when I'm there.
PG versus Kilgore homecoming. Number 2, 4A Division 2 versus number 3, 4A Division 1. Fuller's got him a great football team. Went and watched them play week 1 versus Carthage. Victory Plus picked up this game, so they say it'll be nationally televised, but it's really just on the internet.
We're nationally televised.
That's what I was to say.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to start saying.
I mean,
it's going to be nationally televised.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
And it's odd. There's somebody's calling the game from Austin or something. It's really odd. But anyway, watch it on game day.
Yeah.
Like, don't do none of that. I'm sure they're coming with like a truck, like all the stuff we can't afford.
Yeah.
But
But it won't be as good.
I don't know. I watched some of the South Oak clips. I was kind of expecting it to be trash because that's what we're used to. But it was like watching a NFL game but with 6 cameras.
Okay.
So I mean, I ain't gonna hate on it. It was legit.
So you said, but they picked this game as what in Texas?
The game of the week in the state of Texas, Texas High School Football Association game of the week.
Right.
Last week it was Long Beach South Oak Cliff.
Right.
And that game on our end pulled over 200,000 viewers.
That's awesome.
So,
Nationally televised.
nationally, worldwide, televised worldwide. Any country except for China. I had to block China.
block China?
Because they were always like sending stuff, trying to get everybody to click on things. So China's blocked. Can't
Is
watch
that what
it.
that is?
Yeah, you can't watch it if you're in China.
They do that in baseball. Bad.
Yeah.
What that is.
So don't go there if you're wanting to watch the game. PG's got their hands full this week.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't know. I hadn't seen Kilgore this year, but I always take it back to Texas High used to play Kilgore every year. And Kilgore was always just a smash mouth. I mean, just tough physical game. But they, that's what we used them for. I mean, they get you ready for your district and a playoff run. And I'm sure that's why PG has them scheduled for sure.
Speaking of schedules, article came out this week with Texarkana Gazette.
Do you know about that? I couldn't tell what was.
All right, truth be told, I shared it without reading it. Because I read the first paragraph, but I wasn't like signed in, so you couldn't read the rest of it. So I did read some of it, and I just thought, oh, they're playing each other. Okay? But it read as, whatever Gibson commented back with. And I think it might have been taken a little out of context because I read the email and it's like there were supposed to be comments from other coaches that said, oh, yeah, we agreed to that. Like, hey, we have comments from these coaches. Would you like to add something to it?
Nothing.
And there's nothing about that in the article. So I don't know if all this is warranted that we're hearing. The entire story isn't out there. But even after I read the article, I didn't take away from it that like, oh, Texas High won't play us. That isn't what I took away from it. I mean, unless I'm reading it wrong, I don't know why this got so hyped up to begin with.
Well,
I mean, like I'm excited that at least LE and Arkansas High plan to play PG.
Well, and I think any fan who's watched Texarkana football over the last 10 years, I think we know who doesn't want to play the other teams. And I mean, the Arkansas side pulled out first. And I mean, I wouldn't want to play Texas High. I mean, for me, there's nothing for Texas High to gain.
That's true.
So I don't have any fault with them not wanting to play the game.
So I remember, because we were still covering Arkansas High at the time, we put out that graphic, game canceled, but it was on like a pre-made thing. It just happened to say game canceled on the Arkansas side, and I remember them calling and being upset that it was on their side of the graphic, and I was like, well, y'all did cancel. you know, and she was like, well, that's besides the point. You know, it makes us look bad. I was like, well, play the game then. Like, what do you mean this makes y'all look bad? You canceled the game. Let's don't act like you didn't. Okay.
That was in 20, right?
And they canceled 2 other. They canceled against Paris, and you know the games they weren't going to win. Now, here's where. All right, you know what Texas High would do to them.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody does. Okay.
Well, to anybody in town.
Yeah, it's not a game that probably should be played anymore. Like, Mondo's made some good points in the past. Like, they're not close in enrollment, but the only benefit, if there were some sort of gentleman's agreement that, like, okay, 40 points. Y'all know my number's 40, okay? I don't even know what that gentleman's agreement would be. But this very well, I haven't been to an Arkansas High game where more than, I'm going to be generous and say 1,000 people were there.
Here's the thing on that, and here's my take on it, is I grew up Arkansas High, graduated from Arkansas High. That was the best game ever. You know, it was always really the worst game ever on the field because it was the first game of the year. But those two, I mean, it's great for us back and forth and the, you know, the media or everybody's fans saying, you know, who would do what. But at the end of the day, if you're a football fan, it wouldn't be a good game. And then it's not a good – it wouldn't be good for Texas High to play anybody in town. Like Jay said, it's just they're trying to get ready. They're not trying to make money on a game. They're trying to get ready for district and trying to get ready for playoffs, and that just doesn't do it. And in years past, I think, you know, I think it's a lot closer PG and Texas High than it would have been in the past. But they ran the wing T or whatever it was for so long that wouldn't have been a game that we wanted to play anyway, even if they were the size of Texas High and could have been a game, because that's not going to get us ready for. We're not going to see that.
I would say statistics would have to show any team playing 2 divisions down or 2 divisions up, like, there is a big difference in enrollment in 2 divisions. And then Texas High would be on the high end of 5A Division II, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
So they're almost in 5A Division I. Like, the enrollment would just be crazy. What that means is they have 3 times the amount of athletes, possibly 4 times. I don't know the numbers on schools, but
and a lot of times that's size, but
well, the second
primarily
half, just the depth.
It's depth. That's exactly
the depth
right.
Is where you start losing the game. You start getting into that third and fourth quarter. Your line's gassed, your defense is gassed, and I mean it's and you know, we talked about earlier how you know, you've got teams that maybe close at halftime, but then at the end of the game,
right.
It looks like a blowout. Well, it really wasn't a blowout. First half was great, and the second half was, you know, what you thought it would be.
I think the actual quote was something like, I don't want to say it's a quote because I'm saying it's something like, but like we try to play all 5A teams in our area. I mean, I'm sure Texas High and Pleasant Grove have talked and probably had that conversation. Hey, it's just not a game that, you know, was ever. But like, do you like traveling to middle of nowhere to play in DFW, a Midland team? Like, that doesn't, they're having to play teams from across the other side of the state. Like, that's not fun for anybody. But I guess my point being, the only thing I can make that maybe Arkansas High and Texas High should play each other, but keep in mind, I don't think it's going to benefit either one of them, other than that might be the only time for sure the Arkansas High kids are going to play in front of a sold-out stadium. You know, imagine the attendance we're going to see Arkansas High, Pleasant Grove. Liberty ILO PG is literally kind of the only time I've seen that stadium full is when they play. And, like, why is that? Because it has interest from your casual fan. We're missing that in Texarkana right now. So if those games happen and coaches have agreed to them, so I'm assuming they will.
You know, not right now, but who knows? Arkansas High's enrollment might start picking up, and I know their football team is playing better right now. So I think this coaching staff, they got a lot of young guys, and I believe in that head coach, and I see improvement in them. And you know, who knows in the future it may get back together, but it's just I don't think it'll be anytime soon.
Man, I feel like if we're all being truthful, they just took the easy cop out and used COVID to get out of it forever. I mean, I don't know how anybody can deny that.
I don't know that they were thinking forever at the time. You know, I know that Barry wasn't going to be there for much longer, and you know, at that time, I mean, it was a good idea. I mean, I don't like how it happened. I don't like how we end up missing a game, you know, the year after COVID because of it. But it is what it is, man. If I sat here and worried about all the things that have happened in my life, well, I just got to flush it and go on. So that's kind of like that game.
I know they've made some hires on the Arkansas side and put together a committee over there. I think they're doing some big things to try to recover what, you know, their legacy and what they do.
PG Kilgore, this is going to be a tough game for either team to win. Jay, I would say strength at Pleasant Grove, like their offensive line looks good, you know, compared to recent years. Defensive line, I just don't know how they have such a good defensive line every year. It's like they're just people are showing up to play defensive line or something.
Well, and it's it's a combination of you've got incredible linebacker play. So you've got Keidred Smith on one end, Jalen Foster on the other. Those two guys are just having a phenomenal season. And, you know, for me, and Matt and I have mentioned this on air, the internal linemen for Pleasant Grove, I mean, there's 4 that just rotate the whole game. So they're fresh the whole night. And so I don't think that there's a lot of having to pick up the next guy on the defensive front for Pleasant Grove. And that opens up your cornerbacks, that opens up your DBs, that opens up your linebackers. And so for me, it's total defense. You know, I think that, you know, Keidred Smith is definitely starting to separate himself and making a great name for himself. But without the breakout season that he's starting to have, there really wasn't just one name that you could sit on for that defense that maybe Pleasant Grove was used to. You know, Jackson was a good name to have on the on that team. But for me, it's just a total defense, and Coach Darby has done a phenomenal job, you know, getting them ready and really having them in position to be extremely successful. Especially when you got a brand new quarterback coming in, you want the defense to be strong because I mean there's still some chemistry. They're close on the offensive side. And so when you start hitting on 4 cylinders on the offensive side, Pleasant Grove is going to be fun. I just wish Kilgore wasn't this week.
Kilgore's offense, are they pretty good?
Yes, they've
Put
got
up 66 points last week against
Okay.
Kilgore.
yeah,
That's
they're,
what I
and
was
their
asking. So this will be a test.
their quarterbacks averaging more than 300 yards passing. They've got 2 running backs that are just absolutely, you know, bruisers. So this is going to be the best test this season. Before, you know, when the schedule came out, I circled 3 games, and this is one of them.
You know, Pleasant Grove's only given up 16 points in 3 games. High school football is pretty impressive.
And only 2 scores. 2 of those points were safety.
You know, I if the Gilmer-Carthage gap. So Kilgore lost in a game that could have went either way. It's like Carthage just something happens and always goes their way. That's kind of what happened. Is the gap that big? Kilgore puts up 6. I mean, and honestly, Gilmer scored like late. It should have been probably 66-0. Like, is the gap that big between Gilmer and Carthage right now?
Well, Gilmer lost before that too.
I mean,
this
we're
is
used to
second
Gilmer
loss.
losing early, but not like this.
I don't know. Pleasant Grove, the year they won the state championship, Pleasant Grove did the same thing to them, and then they come back and won the state championship. So I was at that game. It was like 60 something, and it was worse because they put in their second stringers. They could have been 75 to
Well,
whatever.
and the deal with Gilmer is their defense is allowing a lot of points. I mean, they allowed 41 points when they got beat by Chapel Hill, and then gave up 66.
See, that they're playing up. Chapel Hill's good. So they're playing up against Chapel Hill Kilgore. So, like, part of me, even Pine Tree, they're playing up. So part of me is like, okay, yeah, but you just had a like opponent, and you know you're going to have to either beat Pleasant Grove or not beat Pleasant Grove and then play Carthage, let's say 4th round, assuming you make it there. But, man, if you're getting beat like this, like, I just don't know this isn't what we're used to, I guess.
And a lot of times there's injuries or someone's not back or
Listen,
something
we're
like
not
that.
Gilmer fans over here.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't gotta make excuses for Gilmer. All right. I mean, Tony is. I guess.
don't even know
Make
where-
an excuse for him.
I don't even know
Let
where
me hear
Gilmer.
let me hear the excuses.
I don't even know where
There's not an
Gilmer is.
excuse, man. They got to show up and play football. I don't know if they have injuries. I don't know. I know that Kilgore looked really good. That's all I know.
Longview's heading over to Louisiana to play Ruston.
Louisiana.
And they have a great football team.
Got beat last year.
Yeah, beat Longview last year, and Longview went on to here's what I see most of the time. Like, I can't remember who that team was that came and played Longview a few years ago.
Bryant, Arkansas.
I don't know if it was Bryant or not. It's right outside of Little Rock.
Bryant.
Okay. Let's say it was Bryant. They came and they were on some like 40 or 50 game winning streak. And Longview, truth be told, wasn't really that good. They lost in like the second round, I think, that year. And they beat them. And that team went on to win another state championship. And it's like, I always knew there was a big gap between the two states. But like, that was like, wow. You know. But this Ruston team, I don't know what the long-term record is between them because I know they've been playing since I was in school, off and on. I would assume Longview has a big edge on that, but Longview's gonna have their hands full. But anybody playing Longview, it's not an easy win.
7-5 in this series.
I didn't realize it was that close. What other stats do you have over there for this?
The one thing that impresses me is Ruston's only giving up 10.5 points per game, and scarily they're scoring 56 points per game. So for me, it's going to be the offense of Ruston and the defense, the Lobos. You know, Lobos defense, they're only giving up 14 points, so that should be a phenomenal matchup there. You know, last year, the Lobos had 3 first-half turnovers, and that was, to me, that was the difference in the game. And Ruston was able to pull it out.
Mondo Berry just chimed in. He said, but had they kept playing them at the time, they would have kept losing. I'm assuming he means they would have kept losing our kids.
That's true.
So, and you can read whatever else he says, but there's 850 to 900 kids difference, is what he said. It'd be tough on anyone. I wouldn't play that game either, Mondo. It was just wasn't a great way to get out of it. I think we can all agree on. Anyway, Ellie versus Bullard. Ellie's had a tough go at it. I think they'll be fine when they get to district. But it's tough going from the kind of season you had last year to the kind of season you're starting with this year. Like, you can't replicate quarterback play like that. And if you're following up that as a quarterback, that's got to be difficult.
Well, and I think you've got to be realistic. I mean, you know, we looked at the schedule before the season started, and you know, if Liberty Allo went into district with 1 win, that would have been, to me, you know, strong start. And I mean, I don't think you should be down on Liberty Allo. I mean, once district starts, I mean, it's a totally different season for them.
They just got to play some clean football, you know. And
any time you can give Arian Taylor the ball, you're in good shape.
They've had some early injuries too that they're working through, and of course change of personnel and moving kids around, trying to figure it out. So I'm same like you said, going into district with the schedule the way it was, and I think they'll be fine.
Who's Hooks got this week?
Winsboro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They still have that super fast kid?
No, I think he graduated last year. The state champion,
Yeah.
He won like the 100 or 200 in the track, and then I think he graduated.
I'm starting to wonder, is Pittsburgh back?
Whew. They've been playing some ball.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing down. Is the only thing that
Right.
like is going to make me holding judgment on them. But I mean, you know, big win over DeKalb Friday.
Yeah, that was a.
I mean, I don't think they show up and beat Gilmer or Pleasant Grove or anything, but like this is a way more competitive team than we're used to.
Yeah, so I didn't expect them to beat DeKalb like that. You know, of course, all DeKalb fans was, you know, we got this. You know, they beat them the year before, so so I was kind of feeding off of the DeKalb fans and, you know, kind of what I've already seen, and I didn't when I seen the final score, I was kind of shocked a little bit. So I don't know.
I think high school football is great when Pittsburgh is good. When you know, when we was a kid and Gilmer played them, Pittsburgh had good football teams.
I don't know when the downfall was, but It wasn't when I was playing. They were always good.
Always.
I got Jalen Jimerson back on the coaching staff. He was a quarterback for them early 2000s. Great quarterback.
Maybe they can pick up Carthage early and be the one to take them out this year.
That would be great. Let's switch it over to college football. That's only 7:30.
Yeah.
I gotta go at 7:40, boss.
What do you got to do?
I gotta go finish my video.
He's married now. He's got
Video?
to do stuff.
What kind of video are y'all making?
Well, I will say that someone on set's bride is making a cameo in it.
I was told.
Oh, Jay Davis's. Mm-hmm. Y'all must be making fun of referees then.
No, but I like the idea.
That is a good idea.
That is.
Yeah, tell them we can have Wiggins Eye Center sponsor the referees on game day.
The call of the week.
I know he's got the money.
The missed call of the week.
Yeah, I'm sure the referee association would love that.
So we just Justin Cannon just wrote in and he said that what's his name? Capehart, the fast kid. He is a senior this year, so
That's going to be a problem.
That's great news then, isn't it?
Who y'all put?
Love it.
Buddy's back.
Let me check real quick on something. Let me see who else. Just if there's any huge games going on this way. Who's Redwater got, Donovan?
Hugh Springs. No.
Do they have?
No,
they're getting that win.
New Diana.
No.
Man, I was going to come in here talking
Hold
so
on.
much mess. I hate they lost Friday.
Yeah.
New Diana.
Yeah. So I messed it. Yeah, they're playing New Diana, but I messed it up when I said that. Yeah, Hugh Springs is playing Paul Pewitt.
You're looking forward to that
Yeah.
one, huh?
Well, I was just.
Yeah, New Diana's 1-2, 18-point.
Tyler Grace
Favorite?
must like coming up to this way, playing the New Boston.
They are playing New Boston. Yes.
Hugh Springs at Omaha
Omaha.
or Pewitt, whatever you call them.
Yeah, that fan base has kind of been going back and forth this week with who's going to win that game. They're so close together, and I guess some kids have went to Paul Pewitt before, and then they've transferred back to Hugh Springs, and families move, and that little local area right there. So there's been some trash talk going on. And
Hey, Glenn, I see your comment. Man, I don't think that's actually accurate. They did not kick the quarterback off the team. So I don't know what that's about.
Who's that?
What is this dog doing? I brought my dog up here the first time. Now she's under here.
She's learning to be like Peter, the Herb Street's dog.
Yeah. Well, my other dog, he ain't ever bit anybody.
Don't
But
bring him.
man, you wouldn't know he hadn't bit nobody. Like, this dude is super aggressive for no reason.
If you got to say that, don't bring him.
I can't even take him for a walk. I'm scared he's gonna bite somebody. But he's never bit anybody. He'll run up on you and growl and bark.
This one here is pretty sweet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still got your little girl dog?
I do got my girl dog.
Romo.
Romo's a legend. He'll leave
God.
Romo alone.
Romo ain't no legend.
Romo's awesome, man. Romo is awesome.
Hey, kind of funny. This has been a couple of years ago. I don't even remember who sent me this picture. It was on Facebook. They said,
Scout's
"Hey,
too big to pick
look
up.
at this guy.
Scout's
He's eating
too
down
big.
at the chuck wagon. He's got his dog up on the
like
table
picking
with him
me
while
up.
he's eating breakfast." And I didn't even know it was you. And they sent me this picture. I said, "That's Tony. Yeah, that's his dog. His dog goes everywhere."
I take my dog in the restaurants all the time. He sits there. I'll give him a little food right there beside me.
That's right.
Romo goes a lot of places with me. He'll go to hot tails. He'll run up and down the bar.
Tyler Grace at New Boston, Jefferson at Pittsburgh.
So that'll be a good game to show you where Pittsburgh's at right there.
Yeah. DeKalb at Harmony, Redwater at New Diana. Redwater gets their first dub this week.
I doubt that, but sorry, back up. Can we cut that? I hope.
Why are you always
hope
hating?
Redwater does a good job.
I think New Diana's picked to win though, and
Of course they are.
Bricktown Comedy Club in Tulsa, Gary Owen is giving 0-4 Redwater fans discounts on tickets.
Oh.
Why do y'all do this?
Oh.
Why do y'all do this? Listen, I just don't know. I'm telling y'all, you watch them 7-on-7, like they can't be. Like I don't. Something's got to give. It's going to happen this week. I hate it's going to be against my boy Kerry Lane though.
I just don't see it happening.
You're a Hooks fan though. You for some reason or other, you can't say anything good about your rival.
Oh, he's always.
That is not my
Bias
rival.
was
You bring that up every week.
That is your rival.
That
You
is-
talk.
that is definitely
you
not
talk,
my rival.
You talk way too much mess about him. All right, say something nice about him. That's not has to do with banned food.
Man, something nice about him?
Yeah, something nice about him. That's a rival right there. Like if you can't do that, it's like if you ask me to say something good about the Eagles, I just can't do it. That's what we just saw. That
No.
is your rival.
That is not a rival. Y'all
Bill-
made that up like 2 years ago.
We didn't make it up.
You made it up.
We didn't-
Morgan was the driver
Listen,
behind
if
it.
you have a win-loss thing that you can find online on who's leading the series, that's a rivalry game.
Well, you can look up anybody's
No, you
win-lose
go,
record.
people keep up with this locally. It
No,
happens,
they do not. Who keeps up with that?
Whoever keeps up with the records.
Hey, whoever keeps up with that,
Jay, give us.
y'all chime in next week, find them, whatever, because I want to find.
Rumor
this person.
has it he's so salty because Redwater beat Hooks while he was playing.
That is definitely not true.
That's why he's so salty.
Probably
Well, if nobody
No, sir.
nobody keeps the records, how are we gonna know any different? Because people keep
No, I'm
records
saying
because it's a
you
rivalry
can-
game.
I'm saying you can look the records up just like you
There's
can look
some
anybody's
reason he
record up.
dislikes him so much.
No, but hey,
He has no reason
Hey,
to.
listen.
He just
2 years
They
ago,
beat him every year.
there's got to be some sense of like something going on here.
So Morgan tried to blame this on me 2 years ago. He called me in like the fourth quarter of that game. Buddy, why did you tell me to do? Why did we hype this up so bad? I was like, I wasn't the one hyping it up. First off, Ben got in on it and started hyping up. He was wearing a Redwater shirt and all this stuff, just to stir stuff up. And then the news.
I forgot about that. I
The
forgot
news
about
calls, the actual, Channel 6 or
that. One of
3
them.
or whatever it was. Hey, we sent a reporter down there because we've seen the hype on the internet. We've seen y'all talking about it. And we sent a crew down there, and it was 76-0 blowout.
First off, why are y'all scoring 76 points on somebody? 76-0 tells me there's bad blood and it's a rivalry game.
But you can't. I mean,
Man, I hope when they get the chance,
So
and I hope Buddy's got to be sitting in the stands too.
All right, what does that say? Google AI. The football rivalry between.
Oh, it does say rivalry.
any kind of.
Oh man, see, I didn't make this up. Even the internet knows this is a rivalry game. ChatGPT knows this is a rivalry game.
Of course, they put that word in there.
Hey Siri, is the Redwater Dragons and the Hooks Hornets a rivalry game?
You gonna let it talk?
Don't talk in the middle.
Oh, my
of
bad. My bad.
Siri.
I'll be quiet. All right.
It's asking me what I want to do. Something went wrong, buddy.
Yeah, you daggum right. It went wrong because it knew better. Siri was like, "What?"
Hey Siri, is the Redwater Dragons versus the Hooks Hornets in the state of Texas a rivalry game in football? Hold on. ChatGPT's checking for me. See what it says. Okay, Chat. Are you asking if the Redwater Dragons versus Hooks Hornets football game is considered a rivalry game in Texas? Yes. Yes, the Redwater Dragons versus Hooks Hornets football game is considered a
That
rivalry
is
game in
total
Texas.
shit. That
These
is-
two
hey,
teams have a
you can't
history.
trust AI and
These two
ChatGPT.
teams have a. I'm reading. These two teams have a history of competitive matchups, which often fuel strong local support and school spirit during their games.
Competitive in what? I shouldn't say that. I'm just gonna.
He's really touchy about it.
No, I'm
Like this dude acts like they didn't knock them out of the play-in game and playoffs in baseball a couple years ago with him on the call. How salty were you then?
He can't admit to it.
Redwater went down to Atlanta and won their playoff spot against Hooks. How did that make you feel?
Dude, wasn't there?
Felt bad. Yeah, you were calling the game with Doty. They had a playing game in
Oh,
Atlanta.
baseball?
Oh, you gonna forget that easy?
Oh, we're talking
you
baseball.
gonna forget that
Hold
easy?
on,
You
hold
gonna
on.
forget that easy, huh?
So we're bringing
You know?
baseball into football. Okay, all right. I didn't know
Because it's a rivalry in all sports. Just
all sports.
Just because you're having a little success in one the last few years over them doesn't mean you're beating them in everything.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not. Accurate.
Football, basketball, track. I mean, what else? I mean, we can name it.
I noticed you left the big one
The
out.
spelling bees. I mean, even in
Y'all
the
ain't beating them in
classroom.
no spelling bee.
I mean, down there at what do they call that stuff?
Spelling bees. Oh, wow.
I'm gonna look something up.
UIL down there, number sense and all that stuff. We whooping them at everything.
Man, what, man, this right here. Let's see what this one says.
You can't trust Siri. See, Siri even questioned.
I'm not even on Siri. I'm just looking
Hey,
up.
for the
I'm
record,
looking up the school's grades
Siri questioned him
for the
twice.
for the state of Texas to see which school is winning.
Siri was
in
confused.
academics.
Huh? Oh, well, they didn't start playing football till what?
What does that got to do with academics?
Oh, you talking about academics? Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
You're trying to see who's winning the academics.
The 3 R's: reading, writing, arithmetic.
Yeah, Rivertech.
He's getting real quiet.
Who?
You. Let's see what this says.
This show's finna get boycotted.
What does that say, Tony? Read it out loud.
Redwater schools appear to be the stronger academically.
Oh, shit. I don't even know where you got that mess from.
Somebody told me one time that all the Hooks people go to work at Red River, and all the Redwater people go to work at Red River to boss around the Hooks people. That's what I read online one time.
Oh, that's definitely not true. That's not. I can definitely tell you
Because they have stronger academics.
stronger academics. Oh,
They said they get their get back in their 30s and 40s on y'all.
okay, yeah. All right. That's. I mean, I guess they can say that if they want to. That makes them sleep better at night.
It's no good to peak in high
And
school.
I say that with all this. I have some good friends.
Somebody did say Buddy peaked in high school.
I have some good friends in Redwater.
Who do you know? Who are you friends with in
Will you
Redwater?
be friends with someone in Redwater?
Yeah. I like your cousin, man.
Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler. I like Tyler.
Man, Tyler gets on here and talks crap about me on Facebook
Well,
sometimes.
hey, he's a good. He's a big time. He stands up for Redwater. He's a big advocate for the kids over there. I mean, he does a lot of good things over there. So, I mean, there's a lot of good things that happen in Redwater. I know we just sit up here and joke, but
He knows he's got to go see his boss after this.
my
Is
boss
it
is
happy?
not. My boss ain't from Redwater.
Somewhere along the chain.
I'll tell you, I know quite a few of the baseball players over there. And they got
Oh,
some really
God.
solid-
Here comes
They
Tony.
do.
Oh, I coached
They
him.
do.
I coached all of
Tony,
them.
hey, one more can say, Tony done coached every kid in Texarkana.
Yeah. If a kid's done anything, somehow Tony saw him and said he coached him.
I will tell you, there's some very good baseball players out of Redwater, for sure. I've coached several of them. That's on the team still today, probably 4 or 5 of them, and they've got some really good ball players coming out of Redwater.
Well, as long as it's not underwater, they've got a pretty incredible baseball complex out there.
Oh, I've seen that thing way underwater.
Man, that's been
before.
going on since I was a kid.
I mean, I've seen folks. Like pictures where they were out there fishing,
You
catfishing
ride a
in
boat
boats.
out there.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy how that can split. And I've been down in there before and just like look back up towards the highway, and you're like,
How do you recover it that fast? I know there's got to be a lot of work.
hey, I want to tell you something. They can work some fields over there because they've had to do it numerous times.
I don't know what the fix would be with drainage. I mean, that's not a drainage problem. You got something else going on.
Well, I mean,
that turns into a lake.
That's Lake Wright Patman backing up.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all that is.
That's
yes, sir.
nuts.
I've never been over there when it was flooded like that.
Were they going to fix that in that last bond
But
they
I've
tried
seen
to do?
pictures.
I drove by
It,
one
it's
day.
it's. I
I
mean,
mean, that would cost so much
yeah,
money.
no
yeah,
doubt.
no, there's nothing that can fix that. I mean, it's there for drainage, and I mean, that's what you put. You put soccer fields and baseball fields on areas like that.
Well, anyway, we've proven Buddy wrong several times today. It is a rivalry game, and everybody agrees, including you now. Let's go on to some college football.
Including me. All right, yeah.
Some college football, yeah. Watch yourself over there. Auburn at Oklahoma. Is Oklahoma the real deal this year?
I think they are. I hate to say that. That's my least favorite team in college football, but the young quarterback they got has been extremely impressive. And I think Texas, if they don't get it together on offense, are gonna have a lot of problems with them.
I think this is going to be a good game, though. I mean, Auburn, they're coming in 3-0. They've got a lot of confidence. But the quarterback with Oklahoma has definely exceeded what I thought
Jay, I
was going to
refer
occur.
everything back to Texas when we got to play them. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, I think Oklahoma wins the game. I think the young quarterback, I've watched him. He can throw the ball. He's good in the pocket, good pocket presence, and he runs the ball very well. So I think Oklahoma wins that game.
So OU minus 6.5. Boy, if I've ever seen a game where I'm taking Sam Houston in the points. It's this one. Sam Houston versus Texas. Texas minus 39.5.
I'll definitely take Sam Houston.
Man, I don't even bet anymore. I had such a bad night one time. I don't even gamble anymore.
Guys,
that's how bad of a night I had. But
I'm
thinking about putting some money on this.
Yeah, I'll put some money on that. I've quit gambling too. Texas.
No, hold on. You were 2 years ago. You couldn't get on here without seeing Tony. Oh man, I never lose at sports gambling, and y'all need to follow this. I made $50,000 this weekend.
I was up 90,000, lost 33,000 one weekend, and quit.
But why would you quit if you're up? If you were that good, Tony.
Man,
Tony, I feel like you're capping a little bit because nobody really wins.
No, I was way up.
If people won, it wouldn't be an option for us.
The juice wins.
I went on a hot streak in college basketball. A really, really hot streak, and made a lot of money doing it. And I never used my money. I used the money I won on. And once I lost over 1/3 of it in one weekend, I've still to this day got that.
You weren't going pro.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, so I quit.
See, Mr. Pirtle's watching. See, Donnie Kelly said the U is 3-0, even though they ain't played nobody. Notre Dame, 0-2? The wind's not looking near as good right now, Donnie Kelly. Somewhere right now, he's mad. He's mad at that comment. But Texas has, listen, I said it before the year, so you can go back and find it. The only player that's ever lived up to the expectations that I can remember with this much hype was LeBron James. Man, I don't know what the deal is with Arch.
He looks bad.
Like we knew, I knew the first spring game, he was floating balls. And they didn't look like the second string dude we had talked about last week. Like he was slinging them in there. Like I kind of knew right then, and I didn't. But he may go on to win the Heisman. I don't think so, but he's not looked good.
No, he's looked really bad. Now I actually went to the OSU game in Columbus. In person, it was even worse. I mean, he was skipping balls and hitting them in the feet. Sometimes he was overthrowing them by 10 yards, and people kept mentioning the OSU defense. Them receivers were wide open. I mean, they were wide open the whole game. He couldn't hit them. He was horrible in the pocket. He had all day to throw the ball. They kept talking about the defense. Well, he was sitting back there 3, 4, 5 seconds. And then he had to run and take a sack or an interception or whatever. That game against LSU is probably the worst quarterback play I've ever seen, and not just from a Texas quarterback. It was horrible. He had 38.
We've seen quarterbacks
he had
throw 5
yards.
interceptions.
He had 38 yards.
Yeah, you just seen it this past weekend.
It's been a long time since I can remember
It was bad.
a UT quarterback getting booed at home.
Especially him. Yeah. The one they wanted so bad. Because even last year, I was like, dude, I'll be honest with y'all, man. Like, I was on the field for that A&M Texas game, and, like, I had a different level of hate for Quinn Ewers.
And the reason he didn't –
Like, I don't think he's good right now. I don't know how he made it. I don't know why he went pro.
I agree.
I don't know how he made an NFL roster. Like, I've never seen anything but mediocrity out of him. Like, if you can't ball at Texas, where are you going to ball at?
You're not going to. To me, Ewers is average for a college-level quarterback, and I think right now, Arch, and I hate to say this because he's my favorite player, I think Arch at this time is a horrible quarterback. I hope he proves me wrong, and I hope he gets better as the season goes on.
Well, I think at this point, you just got to stack the box.
Yeah.
Because I don't think –
I agree.
I'm scared of Arch Manning.
And, guys, this is hard for me to say. I mean, this is out of every sports team there is, I'm a huge Longhorn fan, so.
Well, it's odd to me, UTEP, a 2017 game, I didn't see that coming.
Man, even when Arch had the second game where he threw 5 touchdowns and 1 interception, he didn't look good. He had good 6 or 7 minutes. He had some easy 80-yard passes that were wide open. But other than that 7 or 8 minutes, man, he was not accurate the rest of the game.
Against UTEP, 11 for 25, 114. One touchdown, 1 interception.
And what's so crazy is he went 4 for 5 at the beginning of the game and then threw 9 or 10, incompletions in a row.
At 11 passes to end the half, he had 1 completion.
Well, let's quit talking
crazy
about him because let's talk about old Haynes King.
Yeah, man, Haynes King balling out.
Yeah, he is, dude. That is a scrappy dude.
He's got to be on the Heisman list. I know it hadn't came out yet, but he's got to be. I mean, that kid just does nothing but win.
So, and I was watching some. I don't remember what it was, but it's like old Scout down here just hanging out. But Haynes, like he'll look terrible like for 2 plays, and then the next 3 plays, it's just a stud of a dude.
Man, to me, Haynes King is just one of them players that line up and play football. I think he plays hard, and I think he's a team leader.
Oh, for
Reminds
sure.
me of kind of how Baker Mayfield and the pros are playing for Tampa right now.
Well, for me, that what I saw in this last week's game is his true toughness come out.
Oh, for
and when you've got that in your quarterback, your team will rally around
Did
you.
y'all watch that 5-6 overtime game last year? That that was one of the best. He nearly single-handedly willed his team to win
He's a
in that
gamer.
game. Yeah, no doubt.
He's a gamer.
I think they ended up losing that game, but it wasn't because of him. What would they go to 6 or 7 overtimes last year?
I don't remember.
He's definitely
Yeah.
a gamer.
Kevin Browning made a good point. He said Bryce Harper in baseball lived up to the hype. See, here's the thing, Kevin. Like, I remember LeBron James on the cover of what magazine was that? The big, the
Sports
big,
Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated. LeBron James on the cover of Sports Illustrated in high school, sitting in a king's throne, wearing a crown on his head,
Right.
dubbed the king. I don't know. I mean, what's another athlete's had those kind of expectations? I mean, they were nationally televising his high school basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely the most high-profile player in any sport to come out.
And to live up to that.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
what's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
So I don't know about like what all Bryce Harper had. I remember, I do know I'd heard about him coming out.
For a baseball
But man, like
player,
you,
So he
you were forced to see LeBron. They were following LeBron James around school. Like that's how crazy it was.
Yeah, so Bryce Harper graduated early, skipped his senior year of high school, went to, I think it was a JUCO. His brother was playing there, played on the same team. And then from there, my mind went blank. Anyway, but this is the story of Bryce Harper. Of like,
Ooh, Cody said Harper was on the cover of Sports Illustrated as a high school sophomore.
oh, was he?
Oh,
That's good.
I see. I'm learning stuff. Today.
Yeah.
I remember they were talking about him hitting 500-foot shots in high
Oh
school.
yeah, I've seen the videos. I mean, well, you can go to YouTube and look at them, But
Speaking of, Spencer was at the Under Armour All-American game. Kevin sent me a photo. Of course, it was super blurry, but I saw it later on Facebook. Spencer might have been the smallest kid there.
that's what he said.
Spencer's a big kid.
He's a very big kid. He's I think he's over 200 pounds, ain't he?
Man, I
mean,
haven't. It's been a long time since I've seen someone who, like, because I remember him coming right here. We interviewed him in the 8th grade when he got his Arkansas scholarship offer. And I remember him coming in, and like the work ethic he's had to get to the day I saw him to where he's at right now. That's commitment by parents, commitment by coaches, a lot of commitment by him. Because I mean, he's dieting and doing like all the stuff. Like he's been living like a professional lives.
That's
for 4
what I
years
was
now.
about to mention. Spencer is the kind of kid that I really root for to do big things because he does. I know his father rather well, and we have talks about it. And he meal preps. He literally takes his meal preps to school. He's working out when other kids are going home. He's working out again. I mean, he's already one of the best in the area, if not
Whether
the state. and he's
baseball
doing
works
extra.
out or not, that dude's gonna be successful.
No doubt.
In something.
If you prep like that in sports, you're going to prep like that in everything you do.
Yeah, I mean that's a great. Because man, it would be hard for me to like. He's got a special talent though. Where like I guess it's different. Like I don't think one of my boys have a chance to be a Spencer Browning or anything, But like if you have that special talent, they have the means to nourish that special talent, and they've been doing it. I mean, goes to Arizona for coaching with certain coaches.
He's not just a great baseball player; he's a great athlete too. And when you can put that both together, so you don't have to be a great athlete to be a great baseball player, and he's both of them.
Yeah.
Well, and for me, just me seeing his interactions with the whole team, he's a great teammate. And I mean, he's there to he supports his teammates. He brings them up, and I mean, for him to want to come back and play football with his team his senior year when he has all the things in front of him for baseball, that's impressive to me.
I was surprised, and it wasn't my decision to make, and I have no say in whatever. But I was surprised and almost disagreed with it. I mean, 'cause The only issue I have, and it's not even an issue for me to have, I see this all the time, but this is like, I see like, oh, the goal is to go play college, whatever. Well, like, the bar has been set that he's going to be a professional baseball player. And that's a tough bar to reach.
Right.
You know, and, but I mean, he's on pace to do it, is what's crazy. You know, just the expectation is so high. And he hasn't broke yet.
Yeah, and baseball is to me one of the hardest sports to do it in.
Oh, yeah.
So.
No, I agree. Because you can play baseball a long, long time. And you know,
yeah, I mean,
I don't think, I don't want to be a hater or nothing, but, you know, I would probably call them the least fit sport there is. You know, you take out the top 10% in every sport, take out the bottom 10% in every sport, they fall somewhere at the bottom, I would think. Because I've seen some big dudes at first base and pitcher that probably can't run around the baseball
Yeah,
field.
you don't have to be a great baseball player. You don't have to be a great athlete, but it helps.
Yeah. Well, can't even remember how we got started on that, but Cody Hildebrand said Tony coached him.
I'm glad Cody
Tony
acknowledges this.
Tony will claim him at some point.
Let's see. Sam Houston at Texas. Texas Tech at Utah. The battle of the bot teams. And for first place in Big 12. Did you come prepared with anything, Tony? Do you know anything?
I didn't come prepared for nothing, but I have at least been commenting on the college football so far.
Well,
my aunt is one of the biggest Texas
I
Tech
just come
fans, so
here to
she's
hang out
enjoying
with
this
y'all.
I
season.
know. Hey,
I come in here and hang out with Jay, Morgan, and Buddy this morning, and Billy left early. I didn't get to stay with him very long. That's what happens when you get married.
Well, who you got, Illinois or Indiana?
I think Illinois is a little bit better of the team. I would take. I like Indiana better, but I think Illinois wins the game.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Oh, scouts everywhere.
I was disappointed Indiana fell off a little bit at the end of the year last year. I was kind of pulling for them when that nobody comes out of nowhere and starts winning.
Right.
Well, somehow Notre Dame is still ranked. You know why they're still ranked?
Because they're Notre Dame.
Because the media loves them. They end up in national championship games they shouldn't be in.
But they are
all the time.
They are still a good football team, though. I mean, they play both of them. They're a good football team. They're not a great team right now, but they are a good team.
I would love to know when the last
two
time there
really
was
good
an 0-2 team still in the top 25.
Who they lose to?
I think Clemson is
They
still
lost
ranked.
to Miami, and
There's
who
two of
else
them
did
right
they
now.
lose?
Wow, okay.
Who did they lose to this weekend? They lost to Miami and who?
A&M.
Yeah, they were two good teams.
A&M ain't good.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they're
Pull
not
up
elite. but
Clemson
they're-
because I saw Dabo went on a tirade. He
He
was
sure
like, you
did.
know what? Why don't y'all just fire me? If y'all
No.
don't like winning, why don't y'all just fire me? Start 0-2. Hey, no problem. Just fire me. You know, if you don't like winning, 8
I've
out
had-
of the last 11.
I've had two national championships. I've seen that.
championships, 1-2 national championships. You know, hey, if that's not enough, fire me. You know.
I'll go coach somewhere else.
Yeah.
the team, Clemson to me is not nowhere close to where they were. I thought,
Well, Clemson's 1-2.
yeah,
Sorry.
I thought 7-8 years ago they were the new Alabama. You know, they went and beat Alabama a few times, and they have. I mean, they're good, but they have fallen off the last few years.
Well, I kind of am wondering if he falls underneath the Bill Belichick thing for me. And what I mean by that is
Watson and Lawrence gone, and
yeah, I mean, like, Belichick won a lot when Brady was there.
Yeah.
Brady went and won it without him. And what was old dude's name?
Lawrence and
Yeah,
and Watson,
Trevor
and
Lawrence.
Watson too. Deshaun
Hey,
Watson.
and Deshaun Watson. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
back to back. Watson
Like,
had one of the best
Hey,
championship
man, it's
games
kind
I've seen. One of
of
them.
easy to win when you got Heisman candidates.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not saying it's
At
easy,
quarterback
but
especially.
I don't know who the Clemson quarterback is right now.
He's not Watson or Lawrence.
Justin Cannon's asking the right kind of questions. Who do the Razorbacks lose to this weekend? That's a good question. I was looking at the top 25. Obviously they're not in it. They play Memphis.
Before he got there.
Memphis. Arkansas is somehow a favorite. They'll figure out a way to lose.
And the only reason Justin's asking that, he's trying to take a jab at me. I know what he's doing.
Man, if Arkansas doesn't win this game, they will not win another. They go Notre Dame, who he just called a good team. Tennessee,
They're good.
ranked 15th. A&M, ranked 10th. Auburn ranked 22nd. Then they got Mississippi State, who isn't a bad team this year. Just upset Arizona State, 2 weekends ago? Then they got number 3 LSU, number 8 Texas, and then Missouri's ranked. So
Hell, we don't pull it together, they're going to be the Longhorns.
never.
Well, I hope not, but we're gonna have to play better on offense.
He's good enough to beat them. Anyway, that's going to be it for us today. Tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. for Texas High and Fayetteville. That'll be on Facebook, YouTube. PG Kilgore will be on YouTube. Longview Ruston will be on YouTube. Or you can watch Longview Ruston on Longview Game Day's Facebook page. I think Paris is playing somebody.
Y'all shooting that game live too?
Yeah. That game will be live. Can't remember off the top of my head who it'll be, but a lot of football games for you to watch this weekend. Tony, give us some words of wisdom.
Man, I don't know if I have any wisdom to give.
It's good. It's good to have Tony back on.
Yeah.
No, guys, just keeping it real. I haven't been on set in probably a year and a half. Good to be back, and hope everybody has a great week, man.